What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Ask AP Live. I know that we are behind schedule, but when you do live TV, things happen. So we had to push the show back just 30 minutes, but CP is ready to jump on with us tonight. I'm super excited as we continue acting up all April in celebration, because my birthday was April 3rd and we celebrating all month and we acting up all month. So I'm super excited to have comedian CP on the show tonight, who should be jumping on right now. As a matter of fact, thank you guys so much for tuning in and bearing with me. I know we late, so don't nobody be like, AP, you late, 30 minutes late. I know. But when you do lives, you know, things happen and we have to adapt. So come on in, tell a friend, tell somebody who is on tonight. I know Detroit is in here. What's up, boss man? Oh, CP is here. Okay, CP. You on time, but not on time. We gonna talk about it though. CP is here. No, I'm about to mess with him. For sure. For sure, that's happening. Where is CP at? Come on, CP. Jump your late cell phone. And you would be driving. Yeah. CP.
All right, what up, though?
You so Hollywood right now.
What you mean?
The sun shining where you at. You got shades on. Come on now.
I got big ass eyes. Like the light just be absorbing into my shit.
Man. First of all, you are the only person in the history of the Ask AP show that can come on 30 minutes late. You understand that?
I'm sorry. We was shooting. You know what? We was shooting the episode of Roast Me, and we just wrapped up.
I get it, but
I didn't want to take with all them niggas in the background, because then they would have been, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to be considerate. You feel me?
What I'm saying is nobody else can do that.
Oh shit! Am I VIP?
You got to be, because nobody has ever.
First of all, AP, you ain't even from Acorn. First of all, we start there. You ain't even from Acorn.
I'm not from Acorn.
People don't know. That movie set it off when she didn't want to put that acorn in the back of that nigga head because he wasn't from AP. Whatever. People got to understand the reference. You ain't even from Acorn, though.
I'm not from Acorn. You remind me of that every time. Thanks so much.
I try to. Anyway, what's up, my friend? How you been, man? I ain't seen you in forever.
I have been good. Well, I don't gotta ask how you being, superstar.
Oh man, I don't know how to feel about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular dude, man, just trying to make it out here. That's all.
Oh, you make it all right. Anytime you can just jump on live with shades on, driving, sun hitting your face.
Shades on too.
You doing good.
Oh well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing, man.
I'm so happy to have you on the show. I knew you was gonna be super busy, so we gonna be in and out.
Okay, all right.
We're gonna be in and out. Okay, so CP, again, thank you so much for being on the show tonight. Me and CP go way back. I honor and value all my relationships because I can call my people and they don't even ask no questions. They don't ask me for no money or nothing. They just be like, all right, we gonna do this. Call CP. It was a no-brainer. It was done. Got him on the show. So thank you so much, CP, for being on the show. Me and CP go back to radio day. Do people know you used to be on the radio, CP?
Man, I be trying to tell them they don't want to listen. I be telling them I used to be on the radio. Yeah, I don't think they believe me though. But yeah, we was on the radio strong, like 2.5 years.
We was on the radio for a long time.
Shout out to Hot 107.5, man. Back when it was really the, you know what I'm saying, the real deal, man. You, BJ, Jay Hicks.
On the radio.
You say what?
Not only was we on the radio, but what else did we do?
We had the Black Twitter TV show.
The Black Twitter. I was wondering if you remember that.
Hell yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that shit was lit. That was a good ass time, man. That shit was a
We
good ass time. We did the Black Twitter show. Yeah.
definitely did. So I want to start off by talking a little bit about Foundation, a little bit of your background, how it all got started. We want to flow back before comedy. So before the
Okay.
CP that you are now, like what was your foundation? What did you come up on?
Wait, I'm not sure what you're trying to ask me. So, like, what was my job, or like?
Right. How did you grow up?
Oh, I grew up funny as hell. Like, you know, I just was a fool. You know what I'm saying? Like every class, anybody who ever had class with me, anybody ever went to school with me or worked with me, you know, it's just always been very consistent, man. Like I've really been this my whole life, and so, you know, what I found is that I just put myself in a position to really get seen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like motherfuckers, you know, they see me for what I'm doing now, but this has always been me. And so
Right.
I think like I don't know, man. I think early on I was worried about running out of materials, and I had to realize, like, dog, like, nigga, this is my whole life, so you know, I'm never gonna run out of shit to talk about. So
Right.
yeah, I've been like
So
this forever. Anybody who ever, you know, went to Mumford, any of that shit, they'll tell you it's no cap. I was crazy, or Michigan State, any of that shit.
So this is something that is just supernatural for you. Nothing you had to grow into. Nothing. No learn behavior. Naturally
Not at
you.
all. I mean, you know, of course, the act of comedy and
Right.
like really like formatting my jokes and all of that, that takes time. But
Yeah.
like, well, nah, I mean, I really took to this like a natural. Like this is what I was kind of born to do.
Right. Right. So let's talk about stepping into comedy. For someone who may be on here, want to get into comedy, they think they funny. Talk about getting into the field. So we look at a lot of people look at what you're doing now and they see like the fruits of your labor, but it was some things that you had to go through up until this point. This wasn't an overnight type of situation.
Oh
So
yeah,
just
no, definitely.
talk about jumping off the porch and
Right.
how you got started.
Well, I think that right now the beauty of when I started it was that social media was not quite what it is today,
Yeah.
and so a lot of people are afraid to start because it's one thing to have stage fright, but then it's a whole another thing to have this fear of being embarrassed on a platform that's huge like Instagram or social media. Like you see, T.I. was in that arena, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of news don't go around as fast as it does on social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, a lot of people they might get nervous. What I would tell people to do, the way that I did it, is what I should say. The way that I did it was, I got popping in Detroit, and I understand that Detroit it was a small market, but it was a market. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it was something where it's like I always had this vision of like, okay, if you put a map down and put like big faces on whoever represents that district or that area or that city in comedy, I want my face to be one of those faces, like on a map. You just got the faces, Kool-Aid and Foolish, and then I want CP to be a part of that. And that
Right.
was the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So when I achieved that, then it was like, man, let me, that's what gave me the feeling to be like, let me take the show on the road. I would
Right.
not suggest that somebody come out to a market like New York or come out to a market like LA and try to start their career because people are not looking for starters out here. They
Wow.
looking for polished people. They looking for people who, they want to put you in stuff. Like they do want to give you a fair chance. That's like the biggest myth. Is that like, oh, nobody gets on? No, everybody get a chance to be seen.
Right.
Like, and that's what we need to. That's the message I need to get out. Like, dog, if you have it, you're gonna get a shot.
Right.
Period. Like, that's what it is. My nigga Ron Taylor came out here from Detroit, funny as hell. Ron is the guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Ron is very well respected in those circles, and so at that point, we all just become popcorn seeds, right? And it's just we all in the fire, and just one at a time, pop, 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 niggas is popping. And so when you look at it like that, and you include yourself in that, it's like, my time is coming. I don't got to be jealous. I don't got to be antsy. I can enjoy kind of, enjoy this anonymity. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't plan on this being my fate. Is to be, unknown or able to walk into just some shit without, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what Kanye said it. You gotta have the stamina for this shit. And so
Right.
you know what I'm saying. Some people do want the money, but the money not enough.
Yeah.
The money
Yeah.
not enough. I need people to know that I really try my best. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be no mistake. I don't want it to be. I don't. The money is cool, but I want the notoriety. I want my name mentioned. And I
Right.
think there's nothing wrong with that.
So talk about the comic community, like in the city. You made a good point. And I was just speaking on this a couple weeks ago to somebody about starting where you are and not wanting to just jump, because LA is that's a big pool. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that's
Well,
a
yeah, it's a big pool, and you got to understand that everybody wants stage time out here,
yeah,
right? And so it's like that's you're competing with everybody, people who are established, people
yeah,
who are new, people who what I'm saying. So it's like it's just you when you finally get stage time, you better be good, or else
yeah,
it's like yeah, they don't want to hear that stumbling shit. They don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, they want you leaning forward, funny.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? For real.
yeah. Cause
New York too. New York probably even more.
I'm sure,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
People sleep on New York. This is Hollywood. New York is the stand up. That's where stand up comedy is. Stand up comedy. Out here is the show.
Yeah.
This is the show, right? And that's cool. New York is where where you gotta go nuts up for real.
I mean, we can tell it's not, it's not easy. Can you hear me? The phone is active. Can you hear me, CP? All right, devil. Go on, head on. CP. Our connection is probably sucking right now. I know he froze, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Definitely a bad signal. That's what happens when you in them LA streets. He gonna tap back in, y'all. Give me 1 second. We gonna get him back on. That's the devil, sir. Thanks. Let's see. We gonna get him back in. He coming back in.
What up, y'all? Hey, I'm in these fucking. Y'all see these mountains I'm in?
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a superstar riding through, riding
This shit ain't got
LA
nothing to do
crime.
with shit. This is where the freeway at. Hey, you know what's funny? People in Detroit be like, "Oh man, you doing what? You at McDonald's in California? Boy, say less. That's the real McNuggets. Say less. Can I hold something? Can I hold something? You in the McDonald's in California? Hey man, I
I
be like,
swear. I swear. It seems like when we hear, like, everything there is better. Like, you pull up at the
hey,
gas station, like, damn, you at the gas station
uh,
in Hollywood?
wow, fucking dog ass Sunoco. That's a dog ass Sunoco you at. You'd be like, all
I
right,
swear.
God.
I swear. So, CP, let's talk about support or lack thereof and your standpoint on support. I always talk about, how people, feel like they don't get the support that they need, especially from, our city, from where we come from. You already know how our grind was very slow in the beginning. And, some of us had support, some of us didn't have support, whatever. But what do you feel about support or lack thereof? Like,
You know what's crazy? That shit hurts a little bit, but you do get the support that you need. I'm
Yeah.
the kind of person who I like performing when my back is against the wall and don't nobody believe in me and everybody
Yeah.
shitting on me. To me, you know, like my wife be like, "You just love that." I do, and I think I thrive on that. I
Yeah.
thrive on the fact that and you have to know what drives you. People
Yeah.
be laughing because they say I'm like Jordan, where I be like, and I took that personal, and it'd be something small, but it's like you have to find those things that's gonna make you rise to the occasion because the occasion is what's the most important thing. So it's like, yeah, like, if they support you, that's fine. Now you got a bunch of motherfuckers to not let down. If they don't
Right.
support you, that's fine. You got a lot of motherfuckers to prove wrong. Both of them feel good.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Both of them feel good. I'd be like, told you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yeah. I mean, shit. And I think, I'm the first person in my family to do some shit like this. And
Yeah.
so I understand that my family loves me and they want the best for me.
Mm.
And, it's their job, to be like, hey, you sure you want to be broke for a couple of years?
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of their job. That's the people who love you. And they didn't know. It was always like, man, I'm getting so much respect in these streets, and in this comedy world, they really fucking with me. And to me, that was enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people who you do it for, your audience, that's
Yeah.
who you need
Your
to be
people.
focusing on.
Yeah.
Focus on them. Focus on the people who you're doing it for, not the people who don't want you to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody who we love had motherfuckers in their ear telling them, you know what I'm saying, not to do it for a bunch of different reasons. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It's like we would not even know who some of these people was if they would have listened. So you got to know that you are the secret sauce. I don't give a fuck if everybody in the world got a podcast. They not you. Your podcast is different. I don't care if everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think in our community, imposter syndrome is crazy rampant.
Oh my God. Yes, it
Yeah.
definitely that
I'm
that
gonna
that
tell you. Yeah, that and the fact that
I'm telling
we
you.
we don't we don't we preach that shit like, oh, we the new generation, we the new, but we still be hiding behind the disappointment of our grandparents who don't even know any better, and we still be kind of like, that shit got a strong hold on us. See, the black family, you have to understand, the black family, we really just got together. Like,
Yeah.
you're talking about 4 generations removed from slavery, where you didn't even know if motherfuckers was gonna take y'all away and separate y'all. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, you gotta understand what's really going on. Like, we hold each other tight, and then by the time we get released into the world, we're not fully as prepared as everybody else who've been out there, have
Yeah.
not been coddled, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like, man, you gotta, don't be afraid, man. Go be a little rock star. You know what I'm saying? Go do that shit. And you don't need help, but you have everything you need. You got everything you need.
That's real solid, CP, because a lot of people will not have the faith to just jump out there and just try it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it works or not. Like, I feel like you only fail like if you don't give it a try. And like I literally saw you like from the very beginning, like even on the radio and just transitioning into who you are now. And like, one thing I will say, and I will always vouch for you for, you have never, ever, ever stopped. You have constantly kept doing something, kept being around, kept being in people's faces. Like, it's undeniable the blessings that you are reaping now is from all that hard work that you put in, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, most definitely. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's locking in with what you really love, man. Like, if nobody was looking, I would be doing this. And
Yeah.
that's how I know. If nobody was watching, because there was times when nobody was watching, that I was doing this. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And that makes me happy to know that I for sure, if the banks closed down and there was no money and all of that, I would still try to be the funniest nigga in every room I was in, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's just like, for me, it's like knowing that and knowing how I feel about that. It's like, man, I don't worry about nothing. Everything gonna work itself out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I gotta do is just be me. And that's what I tell people to do. It's just like, man, like whatever you do that nobody else can do, that's your gift. Whatever you do that everybody love when you do it, that's your gift. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Some girls got a big old fat ass and they really stripping, and they be like, dog, like you got the kind of booty that everybody love when you know what I'm saying? It's like, go little rock star, get your million.
Right.
Man, get your motherfucking million. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That big ass booty. That's how, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it'd be some strippers, you'd be like, man, she doing that shit like it was meant to be. She probably come from a long line or whatever. Anyway, whatever.
Shut up. Crazy. So let's talk about some do's and don'ts, right? So
Okay.
what I mean by that is something that you want to do, comedy, whatever. We gonna stick to what you do, because I believe it's some people on here that want to be comedian or whatever. So
Okay.
let's talk about do's and don'ts. So however you want to start it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Do's and don'ts. Some things you should do, things you definitely should not do.
As a comedian, man, you should never, like, your jokes aren't done until they're on TV. They're not done until you got all the juice out them motherfuckers. So it's like, I see, like, you ever see like a local rapper and they probably get sick of their song, but it's like, nigga, that shit is a hit. It just ain't been out around the country yet. You gotta remember that, right? You gotta take your time with your shit. Like, some of your shit is classic. You gotta take your time with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Niggas be trying to come up with new sets all the time. You don't do that. To new comedians, this some game. Write this shit down. Rinse your set out. Rinse it out. If you think about your set as like a big ass jug of red Kool-Aid. Now your job is to turn that jug of Kool-Aid blue. So what you do is, instead of pouring out that red Kool-Aid, because you're not allowed to do that, you just keep pouring blue Kool-Aid into it until it all spill over. So you'll have a time when your set is purple. A little bit of old shit, a little bit of new shit, saying it a new way, and then eventually your shit is washed out. And
right.
That's how niggas gotta do it. Niggas burn out because even like big name comedians, they burn out because they feel like they done gave it all to their special. They don't have nothing else.
Right.
You have to learn how to use that material as like the firewood to grill your next shit. That's one of the dudes. Do that.
What give us a good don't.
Yeah. Don't lean on crutches. I used to roast the audience a lot, and the time that I spent doing that shit didn't really help me to build nothing. I mean, I'm a great roaster, but I mean, it was like roasting children, roasting the audience. You know what I'm saying? It's like they didn't even come for that. That was just like, I used to be fucking them up, and I feel bad. Like, it's like, man, I done got older, a little bit more mature. Like, damn, a couple big girls came through the show. I gave them hell. You
ain't got no. You didn't get mature. Stop it.
Well, yeah, no, I did get mature. You know what I'm saying? I roast for money now. I don't even. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pay me. I ain't roasting nothing unless it's a couple dollars involved. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like a fucking security girl. Like, I fuck somebody up, but if it ain't no contract, then it's like, man, I'm chilling.
Okay, listen. This segues into my next thing. This was perfect. The roasting was perfect. Okay, so when I go to a comedy show, I'm speaking for me.
Yeah,
when I go to a comedy,
I'm trying to get to a point where I could throw the self-driving on, so I could just talk to you. But
okay.
I'm in a weird spot, so just give me a second. But I'm listening though. I'm just not looking.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you and everything.
Okay. So when I go to a comedy show, I can't sit in the front. I cannot do it. Oh no, I'm not sitting in the front ever.
Why? Because you got braces?
Shut up. No, because anybody in the front is just you hit. If you sit in the front, it's over. It don't matter if you cute, not cute. Something is getting talked about. So I stay away from the front every time.
So see, I don't talk about people no more. Even I don't care front row anybody. I just let people enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm getting to make a point. So
okay.
I stay away from the front. That's just me. I'm not going up there. I don't want to even be involved. So is there a such thing as a bad joke? Like a joke that is like not bad as in not being funny, because some jokes are, people consider them to be bad, but they be funny as hell still.
Mm-hmm.
But is there, like, I guess I want to say more so distasteful type of joke? So I'm kind of piggybacking off of Will Smith and Chris Rock. Like in that type of situation, like Chris Rock, was that a distasteful / bad joke?
Put it like this. Will Smith would have for sure been in the right if it was Chris Powell instead of Chris Rock, because I would have roasted the shit out of Jada to the point where he would have had to slap me, and everybody would have been like, "Thank you," because it was getting uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, because nigga, he tell me, keep my wife's name out your mouth. I mean, it's just like, man, Chris Rock not even really a roaster like that, man. You know, I would have made it unbearable in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just. You know, like you know, it's distasteful, man. This shit is like, you know, anything in nature, man. When an animal see that you're afraid, that's what make them want to prey on you more.
Right. So
what
what, like in a situation like that where, or have you ever been in a situation like that where you've told a joke and somebody has walked on the stage or like walked toward or whatever? Has that ever happened before? And how did you handle that?
I didn't handle shit. Security handled them niggas, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's been plenty of time. But that's when I realized. That's when I realized, you'll be like, man, that's not fair. Everybody else can say something about the audience, but as soon as I say something, somebody want to fight. But you got to realize, like, man, it's a difference between me and somebody else. And it's a difference between where I want to take it creatively with the roast and how I want to dig in. And, you know, it's just different. So I had to take responsibility for that. You know, some people can say shit and they be like, oh, you know, because maybe it wasn't that funny. But when it's hilarious and you really do look like the shit I'm saying you look like, oh, man. They be like, fuck this nigga. Fight him. We must fight him. But I don't do that no more, though. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, I don't even be tripping.
This is a real serious question. And I'm taking you back because, you know, this was one of my favorite people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Reggie Bo?
Oh, yeah, Reggie Bo, man. You know what?
No, don't give me no. Give me. I want it real. Where is Reggie Bo at, and when is he coming back?
Man, Reggie Bo need to come back. You know what's crazy, AP? I think I'm making too much money to be getting on the floor doing that shit. I got to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like, dog, I just don't be feeling like getting down there and doing it no more. But I know I got to do it, man. People, you know, everybody asking for it. You know, I got to get some more equipment, man. Like, you know, I've worked with like some professional puppeteers. I didn't work with Elmo and you know, like some of the Sesame Street team, and I've seen some of the equipment that they use. I use some of the equipment when I work with them, but you know, it's like I just don't be feeling like doing it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. If I brought Reggie back, I think I would want to do it in CGI, and I would do some crazy voiceovers and all of that. But it's like, that's a lot, man. I be on the floor doing that shit and puppeteering, and it's funny, but it be like, man. And then people don't know how to film it. They be getting me in the shit. I be like, man, you know, it just be a lot. You know what I'm saying? It really be a lot. But I say that to say, I'm about to pitch something that I think I'm going to have Reggie Bo involved in, and if they, you know, they're going to be happy about it because everybody want to do something with him. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of, you know, when we, you know. But I promise you, it's like, man, you know, it's just like, yeah, my jeans cost too much. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm just, okay, that was being, okay, I was being facetious. I was being a little, but I just don't want to get on the floor and do that shit no more.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It just be like, oh, like, god damn, you know. Then I got to find some good actors and actresses to work with them because I'm doing the shit. It just be like, man, you know.
Right.
I don't know. I got to figure out a good way to put that nigga to bed.
We got a lot of people in the comments asking about roast me. That's why he was late to my show, y'all.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back on roast me, but y'all not gonna see the episode for another 2 weeks or something like that. I don't know how they do it. Y'all not gonna see it for a minute, but I'm back, and I'm gonna be back for a minute in a few episodes. I went ham today too. Your boy is back. I did what I was supposed to do in that motherfucker.
So what else is going on, CP? What you got coming up? Let us in on some inside stuff. Exclusives.
Yeah, I'm filming a series right now for Stars in New York. I have to go back to New York at the end of this month. I'll be there until like the middle of May filming. I can't tell y'all what it is yet because it's like, it's lit, man. But I'm working with some dope people.
That's good.
Yeah, just getting up there and meeting some new people, meeting some very interesting people. I have another show that I'm shooting in LA next week, like a pilot, but I'm excited about it. Some pretty big name actors in it, man. I'm just, it's like that season right now where I'm doing a lot of filming, so stuff is gonna come out later. You know what I'm saying? But shows, I'm back on the road in the middle of May, going to like Charlotte, and I'll be in Denver this summer, which I love going to Denver. Usually I go there when it's cold, so to go there in the summertime gonna be lit. So they got some good ass weed out there. And then
when you coming home?
I know, right? Here go the thing, man. Niggas be trying to bring me home, and I'm starting to get offended. Like, nigga, how you nigga, my mama live there. You can't bring me to the crib. It's the crib. So
right.
If I do it, man, I want to do that shit by myself. I don't need nobody. I love everybody, but I don't. It's like, dog. My people want to see me. I don't need niggas to be bringing me to the. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, guess who we bringing to the city? That shit sound nasty to me. Like I'm an outsider.
Right.
I don't like that. What up, Mike Larry? Trying to talk to my nigga Mike Larry, man, but I don't like that feeling. Like, oh, you gonna bring CP to the city? Like, nigga, I live there. Like, I just live here too. So it's
right.
like. I'm coming home soon, man. But really, bro, it's just that season where I just got to get all this work in. Roast me. I got my podcast coming out April 20th.
Yeah.
CP podcast where we just talk about all kind of weird shit, aliens and shit. Go ahead. What you say?
Isn't that what's that? The Weed Day, April 20th.
Yeah. That's Reggie Bo's birthday.
That's Reggie Bo. I never knew when Reggie Bo's birthday was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think Reggie Bo turning like 93. So
Reggie was 93.
Yeah. What? Ray Charles and them was smoking Reggie Bo. You know what I'm saying? They was smoking Reggie Bo like skip it a wee bop, skip it a wee bop, bop. All that shit came from Reggie's.
Yeah.
Skip it a wee bop. Yeah. Shit. Skip it a wee bop. Yeah. Them niggas was skip it a wee bop. Skip it a wee bop was probably one of the coldest bars in the 40s. Nigga, that nigga said skip it a wee bop. Like, man, hey. He wasn't bullshitting on that skip it a wee bop part. I can't rewind in that. Then it messed my album up. Skip it a wee bop.
Stupid, dog, for real. Top five comedians. Top five comedians
of all time, dead or alive. I'm gonna go Eddie Murphy. That nigga had the swag, man. Eddie Murphy looked rich and he wasn't afraid to show niggas. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I want to pull up in a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just, like usually comedians be like the regular looking and the regular dressing niggas, and it's like I like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, Eddie he came out on a whole nother swag. Tommy Davidson got one of them voices where when he talk, it's just he commands attention, man. People don't really pay attention. Tommy Davidson has always been my favorite in everything that he's in.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's just, I don't know. Kevin Hart, I think that we watching Kevin Hart become. Here's what I found. Shut up, bitch. I'm not talking to you. God damn. You know what? Siri don't do shit but be nosy now. Because, you don't ask her for that. She just be dipping in like, let me find out. Like, bitch, anybody ask you for all that? But no, Kevin Hart is turning into like a fucking, like a powerhouse. in comedy. Like, you know, he
Yeah.
going past Jerry Seinfeld and all them niggas. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, it's something that, you know, people be, you know, it's like it's a tightrope that we walk. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, he's overexposing himself. He's doing this. Like, no, that nigga, you know, he it's his time.
Yeah.
It's his
Can't
time.
deny.
I thought that the special that he did in his living room, I thought it was funny. I feel like people just be hating. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know that man like that. I know some niggas that's cool with him, you know, but I don't know that man like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just think the nigga funny. Fuck it. And I feel like, you know,
That's 3.
yeah,
4.
yeah. So that's 3. Richard Pryor.
Oh my God.
Well,
That's
Richard
what I
Pryor.
wait for
Richard
somebody to
Pryor.
say.
What Richard Pryor taught me was
Yeah.
that your imagination. It's only a few niggas that got that imagination. Like,
Yeah.
Richard Pryor could make shit talk. He personifies stuff even in the act out. So when you see my act outs and how I can talk from the standpoint of like an inanimate object,
Yeah.
like weed, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of where that's coming from. And then,
It's your last one.
damn, for that 5th spot, probably Robin Harris. I think like
Yeah, Robin Harris, definitely.
Robin Harris, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just the roasting and the quick wit,
The,
and you know,
the,
people don't understand. People don't understand like how quick you have to be able to think to put a whole thought together and have that thought be cohesive enough to be a good roast and everybody get the reference and everybody. It's just like, man,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just, you know, that really takes a lot. So, you know, yeah, I would say Eddie Murphy, Tommy Davidson, Kevin Hart, Richard Pryor, and Robin Harris in no particular order.
That's a good 5. That's a good 5. Okay,
You know
we wrapping up. This is the last and final question. I gotta ask this. I ask this to everybody that come on the show. I always get different responses, but they're all always good. I've never not heard anything not good from this. What would CP now? All the things that you've been through in your career, highs, lows, everything in between, all the trials, all the tribulations. What would CP now, knowing what he knows now, tell younger CP?
I would tell that nigga to relax.
Ooh.
I would tell that nigga, like, he gonna be the shit. You got nothing to worry about. You
wow.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, just relax, man. I spent so much time not knowing, and it's like, man, if I could get all that time back and spend it with my kids and really be present instead of worrying about, you know, how somebody else will perceive me and my next joke, man, I would tell that nigga to relax. You're gonna be very busy, and you know you're gonna miss these times when you could just be at home and chilling and, you know, laughing and, you know what I'm saying, just nigga relax, man.
That's good. Good answer. Very good answer. Thank you, CP, for being on my show.
Hey, man, it's always a treat when the real niggas meet. You ain't even from Acorn, though. So, like, I don't even know how you even got Ask AP anything. You ain't from Acorn Projects.
I know. You remind me of that frequently.
Yes. Because you ain't finna just be walking around with no AP in the back of your head. Carrying champagne like it's like you just graduated. You ain't from around here.
I'm gonna give me an AP in my head just to let you know.
Yes, you need to. You need to.
You know I ain't doing that.
Whatever.
Thank you so much, CP. I guess the next time I see you, I gotta cut on my TV.
Yeah, well, you know, that's if you want to see me immediately. But if you want to see me in person, I'll make sure I got some tickets for you to come, you know, backstage. You know how we do, man. It's like, it's going to be like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you feel me? Bring your nigga. You can be like, I told you I knew this nigga. Damn, I be doing niggas too. You know?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Everybody know it. You gotta
right. I gotta pull that card. I gotta say, oh, you thought I ain't know CP?
I told you I was gonna get up in, sit your bitch ass down and chill. I told you already. I know him.
Right. Yeah. I love you, CP. Thank you.
I love you too, man. Thank you. Peace out, everybody. right.